good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm trying this on take 2 because I believe you were all commenting on the last one. I'm so sorry. I thought I was sat there on my own, which would have been all right. I'm all right on my own, like my own company. But usually I just thought there was something wrong. So I'm so sorry. We are starting again. So welcome, welcome. Come and join me. Come and let me know you're here. No matter what, whatever it shows me on here, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to go through this. But if you are here, come and let me know. Please do. I don't know why it's not showing comments. I really don't. It's where it is. So we are looking at today, how do we deal with change? And change can come from several different places. Change can come from something that we've chosen. It could be, do you know what, I need to make a decision. I need to make that change. And changes can happen in our world of where we live. It can happen in relationships, it can happen within family relationships, it can happen in place of work, what we do with ourselves, who we communicate with. So change is a huge word. Now what I will say, and I'll be honest, I am also one of these people, when it comes to change, is as human beings, we're not the best at dealing with change. We don't like it. Even if it's something that we have chosen, it's not the best. We don't like it. So how do we, when we have these change, either something that we've chosen or something that's been thrust upon us? Because that can happen as well. It could be an accident. It could be, like I said, something we've chosen. It could just be we're at a crossroads. How do we then deal with those changes? So that is what I wanted to start to look at, because that's where I'm finding myself at the moment. I'm at a crossroads. I'm at a crossroads of change myself. And as part of that, some of it I've got a plan for, some of it I'm okay with, some of it someone else has chosen, that's what's going to happen. And that's why it feels uncomfortable, because I'm stepping outside my comfort zone. So that's what I wanted to talk to you all about today. And also, if I'm being honest, the more I talk about it, the more it will help my mind kind of come to terms with it and maybe just let it process it a little bit more, because that's what your mind's doing. Your mind's going, stay where you were. Stay where you were. You might not have liked that. Stay where you were, because at least you know what that was. And that's why sometimes we end up staying doing something that we know isn't good for our minds and our souls and our hearts. And then, of course, there are other times when change is thrust upon us. And that could be through the end of a relationship. It could be the end of a job. Just saying. It could be through an accident. It could be through death. Morning, Mum. So it could. There's lots of reasons for change. So this isn't just a sweeping statement that it's this, it's that. I'm fully aware there's lots of different reasons for change. So just bear with me a second while we're just waiting for everybody else to log on. I'm going to have a mouthful of my tea because, one, it's still hot and I need it. There we go. Cheers. 6 mug. 6. Oh, I was listening to that this morning. So just as rearranged my office for me today, I am loving this. It's feeling so different. Absolutely loving it. But I'm just kind of, he come back upstairs before and he went, oh, 6 is on, is it? I was like, yes. Now I feel like I'm at home in my own office. I've got a new chair. Like, how pretty is this? I can do this, because this is the best thing ever to do. You ready? Whee. How good is that? I've got all this room. Instead of kind of being boxed in where we were before. We might even on a Friday get up and dance, because we can. Right, so that's why I'm mouthful of tea. Bear with me a minute and then we will get started if that's okay. I will say, if anyone's commenting, I'm getting no comments coming up. So just so you don't think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. Because this happened last time and Kimberly, Lord love her, messaged me, no, we are messaging you. I was like, okay, we are actually all there. It's showing me that no one's here and it's showing that there's no comments. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll try that. We'll try doing the swipe thing, because that works sometimes, doesn't it? No, it just looks like it's me and my mum, which is nice. That is lovely. I have my brew. How are you, Mum? You having a brew at your end? Good. Cheers. You know when you have a right good cup of tea? That's what that is. That is what that is. It was the right temperature. It's not too hot, and it's just because there's a moment, isn't there, in time with a cup of tea or a coffee, but mine, I'm a tea Bellamy, with a cup of tea, in that you just have that moment of time where it goes from being delicious to cold, and right now we're at delicious. So I'm just going to, while I'm waiting for everybody to join me or not join me, or you might already be there, no idea why Facebook is playing up this morning, but it is, so we're going to work with it. We could be watching this on replay later because it's not showing up in your world. Or you could all be sitting there going, Nick, we're all here. Get on with it. Stop talking to yourself, woman. So, a very good friend of mine, several years ago, I had a coffee shop down in Somerset. A very good friend of mine, Tracy Lewis. And it's funny because I wanted to talk about Tracy as well this morning. I think that's why my mind's gone to where I've gone to. I was selling my coffee shop, and it was something that had been on my mind to do for quite some time. I'd thought about it. It wasn't just an impulse thing. I'd thought about it. I probably thought about it probably too long, if I'm being really honest, but I thought about it. And we got to the point where it was being sold. And a couple of days before that, I sat there with Trace, and we were at the gym. That's when I used to do things like that. So Trace, at the gym. I was at the gym with Trace, and I said, "Oh, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing about the shop." And she just looked at me, and this has stayed with me. This is probably about 15 years ago now. Maybe not that long. 12, 13 years ago now. And it's just stayed with me, and I've used this example so many times. And she said to me, she said, the thing is, Nick, she said, it's because right now you know, right now you know where you are. And she said, do you want to still be there in 6 months' time? And instantly I said no. For no other reason than the shop. I love the shop. I definitely love the people I work with. I love the customers. Loved all of it. It's just, you know, when you know your time is to move on, that's where I was. I feel like I was ready for taking steps to where I am today. I think that's where that was. And I remember saying that to her. She says, the thing is, what it is it's like a comfort blanket. So right now you've got your comfort blanket. You don't really want what that comfort blanket is giving you, but because it is what you know, that's why you're holding onto it. And that stayed with me for a long time, because when she said to me, do you still want me there in 12 months' time? And my instant reaction was like, oh, no. I knew it was time to put that comfort blanket down. And it was really tough. It was really tough because my cafe I'd built from scratch, literally built from scratch. It used to be a butcher's shop. And we'd gone in, we'd redecorated it. Tracy at one point came in, because she's an interior designer, had come in and helped with that. It's been amazing, totally amazing what she did with the place. It was so warm and cosy. But I just knew my time there it was time to hand that baton over to someone else. And what's really interesting is yesterday I got a parcel from Tracy, and we've talked a lot recently, and Tracy's still down in Somerset. I have a feeling she's down in Cornwall actually at the moment. And when I first met Tracy, she set up a brand called Rose and Green. And again, you're talking about change here, change for both of us. So you're talking two females who are working for themselves in their own business, and that really probably wasn't something that we were brought up with at this age that you could do. Or you could do, but bit risky. And I know both of us, I know for all of that time, Tracy's been working on Rose and Green, and I've been doing what I've been doing at my end. And I said to her the other day, I went, oh my gosh, can you imagine 13, 14, 15 years ago if someone had said to us, do you know what, Nick, you're going to be doing Rainbow, and Tracy, you're going to be creating these incredible items, craft items. And what made me really stop and think about it was these items that Tracy sent me, which, by the way, any of these items that you buy, 10% of the profits will be going, 10% of that will be going towards Rainbow. So you'll be helping Rainbow out as well, which will be amazing. But it just made me smile, because I haven't spoken to Trace for quite some time, because of life, as you do. And Trace's been busy at her end, I've been busy at my end, and then I've already seen her, but we've just really reconnected, and we've reconnected over these. How blooming gorgeous is this? And these items, and without me knowing, Tracy's been working. She's the most incredible person. Has been working on all of these items. She used to work a lot on Bath Market, the outdoor, the Christmas market, because she's so talented. So talented. And she's been working away making these incredible rainbow products. And I've been working away building our incredible rainbow group. And it just made me stop and smile. And I thought, for both of us, we've been on our own path to do what it feels like we're meant to be doing. And this little Norbit who's arrived this morning, there's a whole story that goes with him. I put it on Rainbow earlier. A whole story that goes with him. There's a link on there as well if anybody wants to purchase any of these items. And can I just say, it is a very good friend of mine, but it's a lady who's set up her own business, and I would love for us to be supporting these wonderful businesses. We all know that I've supported Amazon, right? Right, lockdown with the disco lights. We all know that. And fancy dress. But I also am a big believer in looking after our wonderful small businesses. So please have a look. She's got so many things that are on there. But what this made me smile was, it really made me stop and reflect about where we are now and what we've both been through, and different paths, different journeys, but how we've come back together without realising it, with the sign of the rainbow. And that really did make me stop and think about change. And without Tracy at that particular time having that conversation with me, I'm sure I would have got there in my own time, but she just helps me. Helps save me a lot of heartache. Just saying it's because it feels like you're outside your comfort zone. You need to put that blanket down and find a new one. And that's what I've done. I've done that several times. And I get a real feeling there's a lot of us that are doing that at the moment with whatever it is. It could be that we're having to get our head round different plans for Christmas. We're having to do things totally differently. We're having to maybe not be where we would normally be. We're having to stay in rather than being going out. We're having to celebrate things, or wanting to just kind of close the door and not celebrate things. Whatever it is, whatever's going on in your world, I guess really what I wanted to say to you is it's all right. It is all right. I know it might not feel all right. And I do understand that. I really do truly understand that. But it will be all right. And that's what I'd really like you to hear. That right at this moment, whatever it is that you're feeling, that it will pass. And I know it feels like it won't pass. And I know it feels frightening. But whatever it is, if you have that moment, and we all have them, me included, by the way. And sometimes I can hear my own voice when I'm in that moment saying that, and I think, shut up. I'll be honest with you, I do think, you're really annoying. I often have that conversation with myself. I mean, I just think, no, because it's true. It will pass. That pain will reduce. There will be light at the end of the tunnel. There really, really will be. But until we get to that point, we just need to find a place where we can keep ourselves safe, keep ourselves warm, keep ourselves secure, and just know that where you are right now is it will move. It will move. So, whatever it is, I just felt the need to hold up a little angel then, I'll be honest with you. Little angel. How pretty is she? I mean, how great. Look at this. That's what I love as well. Handmade in England as well. So it's roseandgreen.co.uk. I have put the link on there. It's got the 2020 on there as well, which is amazing. So I wanted to do a meditation with you today. First, just to kind of let us just get back to a place where we're all finding some stillness. I'm having to do that a lot. I want to spend more time where I stop and pause and give myself this opportunity for reflection. So that's one of the things I want us to look at today. But I also maybe want to look at some of the things that have happened to get me to this point. Some of the things with where I am right now, with the decisions that have been made. I can either carry those with me, or I can let those go. Now, if I carry them with me, then the only person they're hurting is me. If I let them go because I've got my lessons from them and I embrace, and I know this is easier said than done depending on what it is that you're going through. But maybe this is right now, it's just for you to hear, and maybe a little bit further along, this is for you to look at, or you can just maybe let a tiny little bit of it go. But it is about that recognising, what are we holding on to that, do you know what, we need to let go now, because this is where we are and we need to accept and start to learn to adjust with where we are. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if it's okay, is I'm going to get you to, if you're sitting like me, I always just say get yourself comfortable. If you're sitting like me with your feet on the floor or connected to a surface, brilliant. If you sat with your feet up, wonderful. If you lied down, whatever feeling comfortable and relaxation means to you. I'm going to put a little bit of music on, meditation music in the background. Let's have a look. Let me find this. Not Billy Ocean, Red Light. That's not what we need. It probably is what we need, I'll be honest with you. But not for right now. Listening to it before. Let's have a little bit of floating. Oh. This actually is called floating, meditation and floating. So, I would like you, if it's okay, to take a really nice big deep breath in. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last time all together. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel free to allow your eyes to close if you choose to do, allowing them to get heavy and just to close, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you're warm. Relax your shoulders, just let them go. Relax those shoulders. Get yourself settled into your comfortable position. Just take that moment. Relax your jaw. Just let the jaw drop. Allow your tongue to drop into the bottom of your mouth. Your eyes are heavy and resting. Just give yourself a moment to just be where we are right now. Just be. Relax any tension in your forehead. Allow your cheeks to just drop, let them be. Allow the area between the bottom of your nose and the top of your lip, just allow that to relax. Let it go of any tension you're holding in your face or your forehead. Just let it go. Let that tension in your neck and shoulders just melt away. Let it go. Just hearing the music in the background. Feeling that connection of the back of your legs against the surface. Your back supported. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your arms are resting either in your lap or by your side. And just notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Just let it go. Just let it go. Today we've been thinking about change. And if we've thought about it, it could be something that you've been through or going through. Or it could be that you've got changes coming up. Just relax your chest. Allow those shoulders to go. easing any tension in your jaw or face. Giving yourself this moment to just be. Just be. As with any change, as humans, we tend to just bring this along and it feels uncomfortable for a while. And it's just acknowledging that it's a change and that soon all will settle. Like a snow globe, it's been tipped upside down and then turned the right way around again. Just watch those moments of snow and glitter as they settle around you. Just noticing. Just allowing yourself to watch as they slowly scatter and rest around your feet. Relax those shoulders. And in this moment, allow yourself to put down any of the heavy baggage that you're holding right now. Just put it down. Allow that baggage that you've been carrying, whether it's something that you've been through or you're worrying about going through, just for a moment, imagine them as big suitcases and just put them down on the ground. Just let them go at the side of you, put them down, and allow your arms and your shoulders and your neck to feel that relief of no longer carrying that burden with you anymore. Just let it go. Making that choice to put that burden down. And give yourself this moment of stillness. You're gently breathing in and breathing out. Just let it go. Just observe the suitcases by your feet and slowly just take a step away from the suitcases so that you can see them. Look at them, they might be like the old-fashioned cases, the brown box kind. Or it could be that you have a bright coloured suitcase, but just look at your suitcases that you've put down with all of the worries and stress that you've been carrying. Just know that right now, all of that are in the cases that you're looking at. Just notice that it's there. Take another step away from those suitcases. Again, just observing what's going on. Just noticing. Enjoying that distance between where the suitcases are and where you are. A couple of steps away. Enjoying that relaxation in your chest and shoulders, giving yourself some space from the worry and tension you've been carrying. Just give yourself this moment. Let it go. Allow that weight that you've been carrying, that you've been holding, to just melt away. Letting it go. Just let it go. take another step further away so you can see the cases. And each step that you take further away, know that it's safe to leave them where they are, that they'll just magically disappear. Just observe them for now, enjoying that feeling of weightlessness. The arms are feeling heavy, but relaxed from letting go of that burden of carrying them. Shoulders are feeling just relaxed. Any tension's just melted away. Feeling that connection of where your backs of your legs are touching the surface. If you've got your feet on the floor, that connection with your feet on the floor. Giving yourself permission to just let go. You no longer need to be carrying anything that you don't need to be carrying. This is your gift to yourself today. If you don't need to be carrying it, let it go. Just let it go. And just watch now from that safe distance as it slowly starts to dissolve. Allowing your chest to relax and shoulders to relax. It's okay to watch it dissolve. Just watch it dissolve. Let it go. Let it go. And breathe. And as you've watched it all disappear, melt away, just take another step backwards, knowing that you're safe, giving yourself more distance from where that was. And know that any lessons that needed to be learnt are within your heart, but you're leaving all stress and anxiety behind you. It's no longer needed. Just let it go. And as you turn around, so it's now behind you, it's now disappeared. Take that first step towards your new December. Take that first step which has a little bit more hope, which is a little bit lighter. Take that second step now to that little bit more of freedom towards that light. Just know that in your heart it is okay. Know that you can always keep yourself safe, keep yourself warm. And with each day that comes, you will let go of a little bit more. As you start to take another step, know that every step that you're taking back towards today is another comfortable step to where you are right now. Knowing that everything that you need to know right now is within you. The resources that you need will come to you. Just let go. It's okay. In this moment right now, it's okay. Give yourself time to rest and to heal. This moment of stillness and calm is always here for you. Just be. Letting go of anything that's no longer needed. As you take another step towards being back in the room today, just know as you come back to where we are today that if you're choosing to stay where you are as you rest and reflect, know that you will awake whenever you awake, ready for your day ahead, having left behind anything that's no longer needed, And as you come back slowly, if you choose to in the room today, you might just want to wiggle your toes around a little bit. You might just want to have a bit of a jiggle in the chair. Oh, maybe even a nice stretch. How was that? I don't know about you, but I felt like I was putting a lot down then. It is amazing that the things we still carry, it's a bit like my handbag. The things that you needed at that time are still in there. That's what your body's doing. It's still carrying things from previous, or it's worrying about things. I'm going to put that in just in case. And those things are okay to have in your bag, have in your body. But there comes a time when you've just got to let those go as well. Got to let them go. I hope that has helped you today. I really do. I'll be honest with you, it's helped me huge amounts. I often like to go down a road where if I'm feeling something or I know I've been reading something, I'm often prompt to go down the road that I go down. So I'm hoping that that's helped you, anyone who's watching this. Let me know in the comments below, because nothing's been coming up. I don't know if it's Saya talking to myself or whether you all wonderful people have been there. Or you're catching this on replay. I can't catch up. Let me know if it's on the hashtag replay. Don't forget the girls, Lou and Cad Voice Assemblies here at 2. I shall be about. Come and say hello as well. And then we've got disco tomorrow evening from 7, which is with me and Padre, Pricey Pants. I'll tell you what I've got. Hang on. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Look, it looks like a disco now, doesn't it? Maybe not with this music though. Have a wonderful day. Please look after yourselves, look after each other. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself warm. We will get through this. We'll be all right. We will be, I don't know what all right is for each and every one of us, but we will be okay. Wherever you are right now, just look after yourself. Can you do me a favour before we go? Can you give yourself a nice big hug? Just nice big squeeze, nice big hug. There you go. That feels good. I miss hugs. I miss hugs. Sending each and every one of you love and appreciation, and thank you as always for all of your support. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye bye.